Action.
Hey, John and Nadya Melton here, and today we're talking how do you get noticed when you're first starting out online.
Let's go!
If you really want to up your influence, if you want to up your results, you really need to build an audience. And then you're going to be able to generate the leads for your business, your product, or your service inside the people that already loved you. And I think one of the kind of biggest breakthroughs for me was taking a look at our social media like it's a bank account we're building, right? And so many people, when they first come online, they try to withdraw from an empty bank account and that doesn't work, right? So how many of us already kind of get it that, you know, to succeed online on social media, yes, those are the fundamentals and we need to kind of get excited about that. But then also there's some really big mistakes that so many people make when they're trying to build up their brand, and that's why they're not standing out. So today we really want to help you and give you those golden nuggets. I promise you this is going to be really, really good. John, are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Okay.
I'm always
All right,
excited.
so let's dive in.
One thing I can tell you when it comes to getting noticed online, especially when you're brand new, you know, you really got to start putting yourself out there, you know, sharing your story, you know, being vulnerable. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to you know, do a live video and say, hey, I'm really nervous about this video, but I wanted to start building an audience online. And for those of you that know me, you're probably thinking, what the heck am I doing? And I don't know. I'm just
I don't know either.
I'm just being coachable because, you know, I'm getting some mentorship, or I'm a part of this challenge, or I'm a part of this new business and I'm super excited about it. Right. It's just not trying to fake it, not trying to act like you're somebody you're not. Like, you want to have the mindset of faithing it till you make it versus faking it till you make it, right? You want to have the mindset of like, this is going to be a journey. This is going to be a process. When I first started doing videos, some of you have seen some of the videos that I did 5 years ago, and they were brutal. But I love going back and watching them. Right. Some of the videos that we did in the beginning, like we're literally sitting back in our chairs, we're talking all quietly.
I mean, you should never sit back and project.
Yeah, or you got the phone.
Everybody knows that.
Or you got the phone like under
You're gonna look back and be like, what was I thinking? So we all start somewhere, and you know what's pretty awesome? Like in retrospect, I now love that we do have some of those bad videos. So lesson for you.
Although Nadya deleted most of hers.
Do not delete, right? I now call it nervous finger syndrome.
Look, you just have to start doing live video. Now, if you say, I don't want to do live video, that's fine. You actually don't have to, okay? It's just the most effective thing to do. But you don't have to. You could start doing more storytelling. You guys know about stories, right? Instagram stories, Facebook stories. You could do a podcast. I mean, there's a lot of directions you can go in.
A lot of modalities that you can play with. But here's what I will say. For most of us, it's the mindset that needs adjustment.
Yeah,
you need to adapt the mindset that you've already made it. Like, why not speak to yourself that you already are the best at what you do? How would you show up in a live video if you were the best at what you did?
It's really important for you to build relationships. Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of you that watch our page, that watch our videos, I've talked to you before, haven't I? I have actually sent you an audio clip. We've actually had dialogue.
I don't know how he does
it. And you know what? It's not something that most people take into consideration, how important relationship building is, because they just want money now. They have scarcity. I got to get paid now. I got to fire my boss now. I got goals now. But what you're not considering is that you're going to be alive for a long time. You're going to be you're going to be building relationships for a long time. You're going to be in business a long time. There's people I'm friends with right now. They're not on my team. They haven't bought anything from me yet, but they will eventually. That's my mindset. And it's not that I'm only doing it because I have the agenda. It's just nice to be nice.
Yeah.
And it makes sense that building those relationships, you know, maybe you do a 15-minute phone call with someone. Maybe you do a video chat with someone. Maybe, and although for me, I'm actually not a video chatter. Like, oh, can we do a video chat? Like, can I just call you on the phone? Like, do I have to see you while I talk to you? So you got to take into consideration relationship building. And some of you, you haven't invested a lot into your social equity.
Okay.
Let's keep it real. Like, you don't have the best relationships. You don't talk to a lot of people. You kind of live a secluded life. And I get it. I've been that person too. You may be surprised by this, but I wasn't always, and I still today, I'm not the person that like, I'm very aggressive, right? Like, so I don't want to like chit chat and small talk with people, especially like at the mall. Like Nadya will literally chat up an Uber driver the whole way from wherever we're going. Me, I'm on my phone, I'm working. Like I'm at the gym. I'm not friending people up at the gym and talking to them. But you got to find your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to build those relationships.
So DM. So how many do you think we should DM a day?
And let's be clear, DM. We're talking about on Messenger, right?
Direct
we're talking about
message.
Direct message.
Or Instagram or LinkedIn, right? Some of us.
The problem with those, but the problem with those platforms, there's no audio recorder. So it's all type. And look, I'm not saying it's bad to type out messages or I should say texts, but it's just not the same as hearing someone's freaking voice. So you just got to realize that some of the best relationships you're going to build, it's going to be through your storytelling, through Messenger story, or excuse me,
because it opens up a conversation when you tell your story.
Well, Facebook messages actually has the story also. So when you share your story on Facebook, it also goes into Messenger. I just want you to understand that that can actually start a lot of conversations, but also people get to know you.
Yes.
And when people get to know you, they'll start to like you and plug into you, and they'll start looking at you differently. It's something that has worked really well for me, and it's asking questions on social media. And it's not that I always really care about the answers, although I'm a little curious to see what people say, but sometimes it's just me wanting to create me wanting to create the engagement. And it could be silly things like I just got on Netflix and I wanted to know what are the hot new shows that you all like. And the thing is, you'll see people that never respond to anything. They never comment, they never watch your videos, they never like nothing, but they got an opinion about Netflix. Right? And again, that's just an example. I need you to understand that like that comment that they left is the beginning.
So then here's the next question that we have for you. Are you a flip-flopper?
A flip-flopper. Are you somebody that says you're going to do this, do that, and the other thing, and then you don't stick to your commitments?
If you are the kind of person that gets excited about an idea, but you only bring it up once or twice, I want you to know that it's easy to reject an idea that only is talked about once or twice, right? So, but if you become obsessed, if they see you consistently share your vision and take the actions towards that goal, then they accept it and then they become supportive towards you. So just remember, ideas or goals or things that you want to do, but you only talk about it very randomly and not enough, people are not going to get behind them. Next thing, let's take out a magnifying glass and let us take a look at your consistency over the last however long you've been building your personal brand. So, and what we mean by consistency is you don't need to show up and do a live video every single day. Although when you've never done it and you haven't maybe really found your voice, it's really important that you anchor in that skill set. And this is where we run those 30-day challenges because they're absolutely life-changing. Like they work like crazy. But after you go through that process and you're transformed, you found your voice, you kind of get some clarity. And then after that you go, okay, what is the very bare minimum I can perform on a bad week? And then you make a decision. Is it going to be twice a week that you're going to show up? So some weeks you're going to have more stuff going on. It's going to be maybe a high promotional period and you can show up 5 times. But see, if you set your goals, like I'm going to do 5 live videos, but then you don't like account for when life gets in the way, when something happens, you have to deal with stuff around you.
You have to schedule it. You have to say, this is it. I'm going to do this.
I say, set your goals to set you up for success. Have the mindset of, I'm going to model, you know, maybe pick out 2 to 3 people that you're modeling how they build their brand and their strategy, but we don't want to copycat like the way it's done. So you want to model the strategy, but you want to trailblaze your and do it in your own voice.
Something that I've loved recently, and it's been super successful for us.
What is it?
Is interviewing people, right?
Okay.
Interviewing top producers, interviewing people that are getting results, interviewing people that are winning in life, interviewing people that are a part of my company or promote my product, or people that are winning on social media, people that are winning in business. Like, hearing their perspective, hearing their story, and realizing that everybody at some point rides the struggle bus. Always remember where you came from. If you feel like you haven't come that far, you have, right? Unless you just got started like literally yesterday, right? But if you've been doing what you've been doing for 30 days, 90 days, a few years, like think of the books you've read, think of the awareness you now have for how important it is to work on yourself and the personal development, maybe some of the people you've met and the relationships you've started building. You start to realize, like, man, like, this is what life is all about, but you don't know what you don't know. But now that you know, you can't unknow it. Does that make sense? Like, you can't go back to the way you were because you now know too much, and now you don't have an excuse. There's no excuse not to be successful.
I agree.
Because we have technology and communication and accessibility at our fingertips.
It's a great equalizer. It's so true, John. Baby, you crushed it. Thank you. That was awesome. Did you guys love that? Is this serving you? So on that note, thank you for being here. Listen, go out there and trailblaze in your own voice with your own twist. Like, hear stuff and go, wow, I love that. How can I DJ it out, and how would I do it? How can I put my own perspective? How can I bring my stories into that lesson, right? How can I customize it for me? So the good news is right now, it's the most perfect time for you to stretch your arms, stretch your legs, you know, get a little yoga happening, do some gratitude, get some personal development, and listen, when in doubt, join our ATM challenge. All right, cool, you guys. Thanks so much for being here. We love you. And for more training just like this, you can also head over to mylifestyleacademy.com. Until next time, go live big.
See you.